How long have we been doing Harmontown?
It's
at least
so
5 years.
5?
I would say so long that it's sad, but it's good because we've gone through transformations because it's not really the same podcast. I listened to the Cheapy Peepy episode earlier today.
Really insulting.
It's actually-
hurtful. Really insulting.
It's actually really good.
it's
I really enjoyed it.
Sad that you feel comfortable enough to talk to people like that.
That's why I'm a little lighter. Now, this one will suck, I'm sure, because that one you can hear me going, this episode sucks. Like, whoa, this episode sucks. I was wrong the whole time. It's like gold. It's gold, Cheapy Peepy. It's like top 10.
Top 10.
Stop
It's a top
saying
10
it.
episode.
Yeah, we
It's
can't
amazing.
follow Cheapy
episode.
Peepy with music for dogs.
No, this has been awful, probably because I'm in high spirits. I don't know. There might be something. Maybe I need to be an abbot. You know, maybe that's my thing. I'm complaining the whole time. I'm like, oh, you guys are picking on me. I hate you. I'm annoyed with you. I wish my podcast was better. You know, like maybe my lot in life is just to be miserable. I don't know. Maybe when I'm happy.
That's what I think.
Or my therapist says, Dan, when you're certain, you're in trouble. Dan Harmon, you're better off not being certain. That's when you excel, when you don't know things, when you're confused. People need you to be uncertain. You, not everybody, you. Dan, when you're certain, like every time you think you know something for sure, just stop. Just go soak your head in a bucket.
And you
She
were
didn't say
like,
that.
how much does this cost? I think it's $2.
I thought it was great advice. Although it's not
Here's
really
the
advice I can
check.
follow, because when I'm certain of something, I'm like, I don't need to follow that advice in this situation. I'm certain of it. Like, I can't really follow it.
Right. Well, that's why she's telling you.
But I always do realize that she's fucking right. Like, I look back and I go, yeah, there you were. You definitely thought you knew what the fuck you were doing.
It's like your.
You just got to speed that
It's
up.
like the Mobius strip of your dry erase board advice to your high self.
Yeah.
Like you can't listen to High Dan, but
Yeah.
High Dan knows what he's talking about.
That's a deep cut reference. What?
Remember Dan's office back in the Commonwealth apartment? And
I had a note on my whiteboard and it said, "Dear High Dan," or no, "Dear
non-High Dan.
Dear not High Dan, don't get high. It makes you feel like you're having a heart attack. Signed, High Dan." And then Jeff saw it while we were getting high, and he's like, "What's this?" I go, "That's a note I wrote." Well, hi. And to remind myself, he's like, "But we're getting high." I was like, "Well, I'm not going to listen to this guy. He's high."
Yeah, he's acting all
Do you still
paranoid.
have heart palpitations when you smoke the fucking ganj?
Well, the advent of vape pens
vape life?
So
has
it
made
was
things really controllable.
it was the paper that was.
No, I think
hurting
it's
the
just.
heart, man.
I think it's just in general. Like
When you're pulling that
if it's grown weed is that's rolled into a thing, and
it's
then
an herb.
as opposed to a cartridge you buy from
Yeah.
a fucking 7-Eleven that's
Yeah.
like it's all the same oil. Like I just think I've learned. I still every once in a while I get too high. If I get too high for 20 minutes, I'll check my pulse because that way, if my pulse stops, I'll go.
You'll be the first to
I'll
know.
be the first to know.
Is there ever been? Have you ever read anywhere online in a book, milk carton, what have you, of somebody having a heart attack because of ganj?
No,
Of
I mean like the
Lady
fatality. It's like that's the running joke
Yeah.
with weed, or not running joke. The fact that we joke
It's
about
the
is
sit down
There's
and crash.
no one dies from fucking weed. You'd have to suffocate in it. You'd have to be dropped into a silo full of weed.
And that doesn't give
and
you
then-
any comfort. That doesn't give you any
No,
comfort.
it doesn't.
Yeah, he's high.
I think it's what people. It took me a long time to realize that that's what older guys, when I was younger, and they would say, "I can't smoke weed as much anymore. It makes me paranoid."
Right.
And I always thought they meant. I would always be like, "Really?
police
Can't-
are coming?"
Yeah. Can't you
Yeah.
just not know the police are coming, or know that the police aren't
Right.
coming?" Because I thought paranoia meant like hallucinations.
Yeah.
Like, but I think paranoia is just like a catch-all phrase that means something's wrong.
For me, it does mean the police are coming. Like when I'm super high and I'm like driving around, anytime I see anyone on the phone, I think they're talking to everyone else I see on the phone, and I think they're all talking to me about me and talking to me to the government and stuff.
I mean, I love the Mr. Show sketch where they did the.
So you're Ray Liotta from the end of What's it, Goodfellas?
Yeah.
The Mr.
But
Show, the
for
Mr.
real.
Show sketch when they the
true.
Lidsville or whatever. What was the I can't remember the HR puff and stuff sketch. And then it's all
Altered State of Drugachusetts.
yeah, it's all drugs. And then they're like, and then David Cross is the little boy going like, let's just order a pizza. And they're like, oh, I can't do that, man. And Tom Kenny's like, they'll know.
Everybody
yes,
hates
they'll
us.
know that we want a pizza.
As mayor of Drugachusetts, I declare this pizza to be awesome. That's a great sketch.
Oh, it's amazing.